Hello, everyone. Welcome back to News Reviews. It's been a couple of days since that first episode on 6/14. Today is 6/16. I'm going to try to run through these as quick as I can because I want to catch up on yesterday, which is interesting because of some comments I made on 6/14. One of the stories that came up on Gateway Pundit absolutely confirms the comments that I was making. But I didn't get to make a video yesterday because it was just nonstop. Saturday is usually a deliverance day for us, so we were in a deliverance for 9 hours, and then we had some work to do, ministry work to do for hours after that. So didn't get to make a video yesterday, but today has been just nonstop church from 9 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock now. So I'm going to go ahead and make this video and post it. Better late than never. And let's dig in. So here we are on Fox News. If you watch the first video, you get the gist. I'm not going to always say this, but today I'm going to repeat it. So we're going to start with conservative news, Fox News. I said years and years ago, Fox News is a red herring. They're not to be trusted. People made fun of me for saying that, but now they kind of see the truth. But this is what people consider middle of the road. Then we're going to switch over here to ultra liberal MSNBC, which is far left. And then we're going to switch over to the Gateway Pundit, which is considered ultra conservative right, far right. But just to get a mix of all the news. And as I always say, you can't trust any of them fully. So anyway, let's dig in. They still think I'm in Chicago, but huge advertisement. I'd never come here anyway, just for that reason. But let's look at these headlines. So Angel Reese speaks after fouling Caitlin Clark in the head during rematch with rival rookie. This is sports stuff. I never watched sports, always felt like a distraction. Now more than ever. That said, props to Caitlin Clark for having so much incredible talent. You can't ignore that kind of talent. She's not faking it. She is just incredible. So awesome. Good for her. And the fact that she stands up for truth, doesn't hold any of that fire back, and good for her being able to stand her ground against these crazy liberal attacks. Yeah, can't say enough good stuff. I don't follow her. I don't watch this stuff, but I can tell she's talented. She's really good at what she does. She's in the top of her league. Awesome. Good for her. Still, I'm not going to be distracted by the sports stuff. All right, so Empire of Terror, why Israel may be on the brink of war. Man, fear-mongering again. Nobody should be involved with this. It's all you're basically watching a Hollywood war movie play out here. An asset everywhere. The potential Trump VP pick who could send the blue wall. Blah, blah. Yeah, remember the big red wave? Yeah. Who cares? Political stuff. Trump VP pick. He didn't do a good job picking Mike Pence last time. Whoever he picks this time, don't care. Morgan Freeman calls out Black History Month ahead of upcoming project. I detest it. I'd love to think Morgan Freeman's on our side. Not much of Hollywood is. Absolutely love Morgan Freeman, but you just can't trust anybody anymore with the celebrity stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, young people are falling for a bizarre sunscreen myth that could kill. I'm sure I'm not even going to look at this. It's just a teaser, fear-mongering thing. They're going to, it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably saying that chemicals in it are bad for you. They mess up your hormones, so don't use sunscreen. Because I'm saying the myth is that you shouldn't use sunscreen because it bakes you. Myth or not, there's probably some truth to it, but you also can't go without sunscreen because the sun is intense right now. It's insane. My whole family is sunburned from a few hours at the beach recently, and man, the sun is intense. There is some truth to the sunscreen stuff, but what can you do? All right, teen allegedly guns down parents, wounds deputy in rampage. I mean, crime everywhere. Everyone's going crazy. Fear mongering. All right, producers surprised as dozens reportedly reject role for woke anti-JK Rowling project. Distraction stuff. Woman's fatal months-long struggle with black bear like something out of a horror movie. Okay, I'm not going to bother. U.S. ally could soon have a 28-year-old prime minister who's sick of left-wing policies. Okay, not worth reading. Millions worth of tossed out coins found in a place you'd never think to look. Okay, not worth reading. Archaeologists unearth blockbuster discovery at George Washington's home. Oh, I saw this yesterday somewhere else. They found a bunch of preserved cherries and blueberries, I believe, like absolutely perfectly preserved from like 250 years ago with the pits that could potentially be planted and grow new, ultimately organic, pure cherries and black blueberries. That would be awesome. The thing that makes me sad about this is we'll never know what really happens to these, and we'll never get our hands on any real good stuff like this. But it is cool. They found some stuff. Kevin Costner opens up about a possible return to hit show Yellowstone. Distraction. Trump resurrects Biden's devastating 1994 crime bill as he courts black voters. Distraction. Fever knocks off Scott. More sports stuff. Caitlin Clark. She's awesome, but sports stuff. Distraction. Decided by a single stroke. Distraction. Tech boss with his fans, including Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a good guy. I don't know what you guys are thinking. He is not on our team. And he bought Twitter, for those of you that know. He bought Twitter, then he called it X, and that's a whole rabbit hole. Go down. Why did he call it X? It's not a good reason. It's a very bad reason. And yeah, Elon is not on our side. Oh, and how many of you have seen that, like, all of a sudden censorship at Twitter X is better? It's not. It's not. I'm not on Twitter for a reason. They reinstated my account after 3 years of being banned, and when I post something, they don't show it to anyone. So reinstating it was a joke. Yellowstone tourists, and I had 90,000 followers at one time. So it's a joke. Yellowstone tourists sentenced to 7 days in jail over dangerous caught on camera incident. Okay. You know, sometimes girls just want to have fun, right? Former FBI agent reveals how suspected migrant killer of Rachel Morin was caught. Fear mongering because they're just killing everybody, right? Oh, an advertisement. Don't care. Okay. So now let's look over at MSNBC. This is ultra left. A head-spinning new report exposes Trump's unbelievably radical new plan. Probably about the tariffs and eliminating income tax for everyone. And they have to put in here radical so that before you even read this, you're already thinking, man, he's so radical. Whatever. Man, when I was a kid growing up, radical was cool. I wanted to be radical. Anyway, I was an addict. Here's what Joe Biden understands that my fathers don't. Who cares? Trying to get you to feel sorry for Joe Biden, get you to feel sorry for Hunter Biden and play all that angle. Man, so retarded. Steve Bannon lays out plan to target Trump investigators. Yeah, okay. He's not a hero. He's not someone that you should be looking up to save you. Watch the Good News channel if you want to know who to look to save you. Why Father's Day is a perfect time to celebrate these childless men. Don't care. Could not keep a straight thought. Trump turned 78. Oh, Joe Biden's so mentally handicapped that they're actually trying to say Trump is. So this is a whole pointing and projecting on the opposition. But honestly, I don't care about the political stuff. Couldn't care about either one of those candidates. All right, lessons from the grief and love of Gaza's fathers. You know, the whole situation is sad. Not going to downplay it, but both sides are victims. Both sides are being used. Why America needs to be paying a lot more attention to Trump's Veep finalists. No, we shouldn't. It's all a sleight of hand. Look over here, while we do other stuff. The Fifth Circuit is a judicial embarrassment. The Supreme Court just confirmed it, trying to Man, trying to discredit the Supreme Court until they can get rid of it. Who cares? A disaster for Donald Trump. Everything's so bad on this site for Donald Trump. DNC chair, which is Democrat National Committee, says that Trump bashing Milwaukee could backfire. So they're trying to spin everything bad for Trump, everything good for Biden. It's just more of the same. Is there anything else? It's political. Man, race wars. Okay, grief. Pushing the agenda. Christians' rights, radical abortion stance. Wanting to not murder babies is radical. Wow. Times we live in. All right. Not going to go there. All right. So let's look at the ultra right. Ancient military base discovered, potentially corroborate Bible story of God's angel killing 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. That actually sounds cool. I'll be honest with you guys. This is a story I would actually click on and read. I will probably do that later because I don't know how many of you are interested. I might cover this on the Good News channel. But yeah, that's actually a decent story I'd like to see. Dirty Chicago player bashes Caitlin Clark in the head. So the ultra right are covering this. I don't like how they throw in these words to, far left puts in words to change your thinking before you even read it. So does the far right. I don't trust any of them. You could just have the same article without putting dirty. The rest of it's okay. But yeah, Caitlin Clark, top of her game. All right, yikes. Biden freezes as Obama grabs his arm, leads him off stage during California fundraiser. Yeah, Mitch McConnell, all these other people just absolutely freezing. I don't know if they're having mini strokes because maybe they actually did take the vaccine, or if they are maybe MK Ultra, like someone said their trigger word. Cases, so like I'm just not even going to go there, but whatever it is, the reason they froze, don't care, not going to bother reading that. All right, California Border Patrol seizes 25 semi-automatic rifles being smuggled to, okay, fear-mongering. Man, look at all the guns that are coming in. You better go buy a gun real quick, buy some ammo because they're coming for you. As long as you're prepared and you're watchful, you probably do need a gun. You just don't have to panic. There's no reason to be fully afraid. If you really want to know why you don't need to be afraid, the Good News channel is where we will really talk about why you shouldn't have any fear of what's going on here. The White House defends Biden after video shows him freezing. And yeah, of course they got to defend it. Gushes Biden's love for his son. Oh man, trying to play that angle. Oh, he just loves his son. Yeah, well, anyone else who does what who cares about this sympathy put? What crap is that? Elon Musk issues warning to humanity. I don't care what he says. He's also, like I said, not a good person. Elon Musk is not on our side. I'll make a video about him on the Good News channel where I can speak freer about that. Tennessee cop fired and facing charges for groping woman in OnlyFans video while in uniform and on duty. Wonder how many views he got to lose his job. Anyway, Dr. Ben Carson on Biden's health. They knew from the beginning that he was having some cognitive issues. I don't care. California man charged with murder after seeing that said. But also more fear-mongering that, man, everyone's going crazy, hurting everybody. So fear-mongering. We don't have to fear. Get on the Good News channel if you want to really know why you don't have to fear. Texas DPS finds 3 illegal aliens in trunk of car. Wow. Just coming in by droves. Over 12,000 acres near Los Angeles is on fire. More than 1,200 people evacuated so far. I'm glad I don't have a house in Los Angeles. At the same time, Biden launched U.S. air bases negotiating. Oh, be afraid. Oh, be afraid. Nuclear war. This is fear-mongering. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. The Good News Network will tell you why you really don't have to fear. Trump, happy Father's Day. Okay. Disqualifying. Victory affirms turncoat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we know they're bad people. Going viral. Diners. Vote Trump. No taxes. Trump is not our savior. Join the Good News channel if you want to know who is our savior. All right. British TV host. Groveling apology. Yeah, don't grovel for that. Just be straight up. We don't have to use their terms. We don't have to call them what they want to be called. They throw you in jail for that. Just, that is the world we're in. CNN's Jake Tapper says polling shows Joe Biden is a drag on the ticket. Of course. Do you guys know what the agenda is here? The agenda here is that it's so blatantly obvious. They're going to put in a new candidate, which people might be like, maybe they did win fair and square. No, they didn't. It'll be more believable that they didn't cheat than if it was Joe Biden. So this is real simple, guys. It's so simple. Just use a little bit of your critical thinking, and you'll see right through what they're doing. All right, patently unconstitutional. School under fire for race-based scholarships, as they should be. This is a little bit of trying to irritate us for the two-tier everything system, especially the anti-Christian, anti-white stuff that's going on. New Hampshire teacher fired for taking student to go get an abortion. I mean, that's good. Little bit of fear mongering of this is going to happen to your students if you're not careful. They are pushing us to homeschool, which I'm not against the homeschool movement, but something doesn't sit well with me about that. So I don't know. There's some agenda there. I haven't quite put my finger on it. Could be more than just that, but there's a couple of different ways that this whole teachers are terrible agenda is gonna play out, and so many teachers are infiltrators. They are not good people. They are on the Satanist team, so they can't be trusted. But in some parts of the country, there are still some good teachers. And so it's almost better than homeschooling to find one of those parts of the countries and move there, put your kids there. Basically, if you're in a part of the country that tells you you have to put your kids in a specific school based on where you live, probably not the right part of the country to live in. House Intel Committee Chair says U.S. at high level of possible terrorist. Oh, thank you for that. House Intel Committee Chair says U.S. is at highest level of possible terrorist threat. Oh, fear mongering. Yeah, we know, or at least you should know. Yeah. Years. So, yeah, we're at a high level of terrorist threat. They've been given a blank check. Hotels, highest level of everything, gourmet meals. They've been given just the free ride and the red carpet rule out to come in and take over the country. So, yeah, of course, we're at a high level of terrorist threat. I mean, they're just living on our dime, like so carefree. Suspending the Constitution and building mega prisons, 3 Latin America. Yeah, so more fear mongering because this is coming to a country near you and to your country. How do they allow this? Joe Biden, who cares? Princess Kate, man, distraction. Hey, look over here, look over here. Do you care about the UK people, king and queen, and people that don't even do anything? Whatever. Bidenomics, iconic Tupperware company to move to Mexico. Yep, who cares? Traders. 2 Venezuelan migrants carjacked. So fear mongering. They'll even go after the police. So better lock and load because if they'll go after the police, they'll definitely come after you. Biden commits U.S. taxpayers to 10 years of blank check funding, Ukraine war, organ harvesting. That's pretty much truth. So I don't need to read that to know that they're probably going to tell you a lot of truth in that article. Kind of irritating to see the blank check thing, but probably nothing wrong with that article. That might be a good article. Couples sue after being kicked out of a state foster care program over Christian beliefs. 2-tier justice system. Happy Father's Day. Anna Paulina Luna says she has heard Biden will likely be replaced. So they're already projecting this. I've seen this so many times in the last couple weeks. I mean, I totally believe they will. They'll do a bait and switch, but they're already prophesying that this is going to happen. Massachusetts House unanimously passes bill to allow women to sell their babies to highest bidder. How sad, because the highest bidder are the same people who give. So what happens to these babies after you sell them? Do not sell your babies, people. They're probably being sacrificed to Satan. They are not going to a better home. Tennis icon Serena Williams, Clayton Clark. Yep, so good for her. At least 6 people injured. Fear-mongering. What happened to the First Amendment? 2-tier. Can't speak system. Censorship system. Because what they're doing here is saying, this dude has a ton of money and he can't even speak freely. So if you speak freely, you better watch out. They're coming for you. Doesn't scare me. Doesn't scare me at all. If you want to know why I have zero fear, absolutely no fear, go watch the Good News Channel. Gunman shoots at least fear-mongering. I can never thank President Trump enough for what he's done for me. Kwame Kilpatrick, former Democratic mayor, endorses Trump. Okay, whatever. That's good, I guess. Political stuff. Man, we're not even to yesterday's news yet. Let's see. It's not Russian disinformation, and they mocked us. Surprise, surprise. I don't really care. Detroit pastor. Obama and Biden never came to the hood. Biden can't falsely claims. Women with beautiful children deported. Here's them projecting again. They're going to project that we are going to do what they actually do want to do. Fear-mongering, raping and murdering mother of 5. Man. Elon Musk calls for ban on fraud. He is not on our team. He's not. Don't be fooled. I said it years ago. My Twitter account got banned 7 times before the 3-year-long ban. But one of the times I got banned was for calling out Elon Musk with evidence. Maloney everywhere. Conservative Italian PM avoids groping by Biden and Lula. Selfie video with Modi. Death stares Macron. Yeah, good for her. Maybe she's a good person. Hard to tell these days. Fear-mongering. These immigrants are terrible. That's what they want you to think. Most of them are. Just remember, there are some actual legally immigrated people here in this country, and they are good people. The illegal aliens are the ones you got to watch out for. And unfortunately, they give a bad name to everybody. So anyone that looks questionable, we have to be skeptical about. Like anyone walking up on the street looking like this dude, gonna have a problem. And that's sad, but it's true. Fight erupts when city takes private property for park. So fear-mongering that they could come and take your property. Eminent domain, if people know about that, it's fear-mongering. President Trump takes the stage. Yeah, great. Oh, you're going to evict the Biden crime family? Really? You mean like you were supposed to save the children, save the sex trafficked victims, and expose the fraud of the election? You came on TV and said you had all the evidence. We had all these different points of collecting data. What happened to that? Did it all get blown up in that Tennessee AT&T building bombing? Is that what happened? It all went up there and you just don't talk about it anymore? Cuban Missile Crisis. Yeah, okay. Fear-mongering. Stuff's going down. Anytime you see nuclear, it's a bad thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene vows to do everything she can, which is not much. Maybe. Crowd singing happy birthday. Oh, how sweet. They love Trump. Trump's lawyers respond. Don't care. President Trump speaks. Don't care. Blasted for his failed gamble. Don't care. 6 in 10 adults may suffer from heart disease. Yeah, because of that. Don't care about his speech. Commie Pope Francis meets with pro-abortion comedian, says their jokes make God smile. He is not a good person, folks. He is working with the devil. CNN releases new rules for upcoming Trump-Biden debate on June 27th in Atlanta. Charlamagne the God stupefied after Bill Mayer counters him on Caitlin Clark. Don't care, don't care. Tries to put a positive... Okay, we're to yesterday. Maybe we'll catch up soon. MSN tries to put a positive spin. Social, don't care. New Russian hoax. Yeah, see, that's it. If you don't agree with them, then you're the opposite. You can't be neutral. Can't be neutral. Must pick a side, or we'll pick a side for you. Far left squad member Rep. Cori Bush. She is a horrible person. Horrible person. So demonized. Claims she can perform miracles and cure tumors in autobiography. By the power of Satan. Yeah. President Trump. Don't care. 25-year promoted post. Nope. Biden campaign releases bilingual ad featuring, okay, don't care, former White House physician. Biden is not fit. We know that. Massive crowd of thousands in Detroit prepared to fight. Yeah, let's get everyone riled up, and then they can all go to prison for without trial for how many ever years without a court case for inciting violence when other people like Maxine Waters or whatever her name is, she can just get away with anything. She called for the death of Trump supporters and nothing, not even a slap on the wrist. And then all the people supporting Trump, they don't even get a trial. They just get slapped in the worst possible prisons with the solitary confinement. So, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like when they do this. While Chicago schools fail students, teachers union, climate act. Oh, don't even get me started with climate nonsense. Stealing money, bad people. Die suddenly. Yeah. When teens descend, oh, buy some Trump merchandise. Harvard Brown, more take foreign gifts from state of Palestine. Oh, are they getting bribed? Is really? Had no idea. Building 100,000 poll workers, 500 lawyers. Yeah, because lawyers is the solution to everything, right? Let's just give money to lawyers. What a fraud. Congress launching investigation of NewsGuard. Don't care. All these places get to investigate themselves and nothing comes of it. The FBI investigated themselves and said they found no wrongdoing. Imagine that. The DOJ investigated themselves and says they found no wrongdoing. Imagine that. Woman fired from Ohio news station for celebrating straight pride. That's sad. Sorry you lost your job, but good job for standing ground. Secret Service, don't care. Gang of losers. I agree, but I don't need you to tell me that. Vaccine injured pharmacists breaks down in tears. Just kind of showing that we're powerless at the moment. Like, doesn't matter. They don't care. You break down in tears because you got a sob story. They don't care. They just don't care. Squad members fires back at Hillary Clinton. Florida man fatally shot by police while holding roommate's dismembered torso. They're so crazy. They're so crazy. Fear mongering though, because they'll do anything. They'll chop off heads and stuff. It actually says in the Bible that even the Christians are going to be in the tribulation and have heads chopped off and stuff. But watch the Good News Network if you want to know why you shouldn't be afraid of that. Why that doesn't even matter. CNN is harassing Ticketmaster and venues to cancel Tucker Carlson's tour. Okay. Hateful rhetoric. You mean truth? WNBA player loses it. Caitlin Clark's racist. Oh, here we go again. Everything's racist and bigotry and blah, blah, blah. 10,000 animal who raped 13. Oh, man, come on. Yeah, fear-mongering and just showing how brazen the crimes are now. Ridiculous, man. So sad for that girl. Trump says Biden is guilty of providing. True. Kate Middleton has a Princess Day of the annual Trooping the Color. Distraction stuff. Oh, you care about her, right? It's really important, right? Democrat commissioner nominee arrested in Texas for staging racist. Oh, man. How many people do this? So many people do that. Ugh. Proposes military draft registration for women. Wow. That'll teach them, right? Women's rights. Now you got to get drafted. Wow. That was a trick. Most women didn't even care about the women's rights movement. After Trump, will U.S. lawmakers be charged? Yeah. Well, that's kind of I guess, a jab in the side of like two-tier justice system. Petrodollar. Counterfeit Chinese titanium. Well, that would explain stuff. Anything made in Hulk Hogan says he's willing to run for office and will rule with an iron fist. Yeah, he looks qualified to run. I remember him wrestling. I don't think he can run anything. Shocked Trump now has a slight polling average lead over Biden. Don't care. Reparations wants $5 million to steal in tax dollars just to come up with a plan. Blah, blah, blah. Shares eye-opening experience. Man, where's that article that I was looking for? Total panic. Whatever. Insanity. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, yesterday I made a comment about it. It just grinds my gears to say that America is a democracy. It's like nails on a chalkboard whenever someone says they're going to ruin our democracy or they're going to destroy our democracy. And then this article came out the next day after I said that, and new insanity from CNN. It's a conspiracy theory to say that America is a republic and not a democracy. Wow. Just case in point. They're calling it a conspiracy theory to say that America is a republic and not a democracy. Wow. So that's actually not wrong, but it's still a deception. Did you guys catch it? Do you see the deception in the title? And this isn't the Gateway Pundit's problem because it's not the title that's wrong, but in this title, the quote from CNN is a deception because it's actually kind of true that I guess it would be a conspiracy theory because you cannot prove that America is a republic and not a democracy. But did you catch the slight deception? America is not a republic. It is a constitutional republic. So here's how they twist it so that they can say a lie and it still be true. Because if it had said it's a conspiracy theory to say that America is a constitutional republic and not a democracy, this would be a blatant lie. But they left off constitutional, so this is technically true, but they're debunking something that people are not saying. That's what I've seen a lot of the fake fact checkers say. They're actually debunking slightly twisted variations of what we are saying. For instance, years ago, I called out Snopes and Reuters because they were saying that conservatives and Christians were claiming that 5G was dangerous. Why? Because it caused coronavirus. I never knew anyone who said that 5G caused coronavirus. So they had this huge article debunking 5G causes coronavirus. Totally debunked it. It's actually true. 5G does not cause coronavirus, but it's a lie. It's a deception in the sense that nobody ever said that. And then it tries to mock us for saying something we didn't say. What we actually said was that 5G causes viruses and bacteria to become more virulent and toxic. And that I can prove that. I can take and put viruses and bacteria in a Faraday cage and measure their virulence, how much they spread, how quickly, and their toxicity. And then I can take them and expose them to 5G and measure it. It's much higher. So it's all a deception. I mean, if you don't do the experiments yourself, don't talk about stuff. Don't make claims. Don't repeat something that your favorite YouTube influencer said if you didn't run the experiment. I ask you to not even repeat what I say unless you run the experiment. You do it for yourself, because otherwise you don't know what you're talking about. All right, that's enough for today. Yeah, fear-mongering. They'll come after you if you speak out. That's enough, guys. All right, have a great day. That's news reviews for Sunday, June 16th, 2024, and I'll catch you tomorrow.